This is Mrs. Wilding of the Prairie Point Library. Today we're going to review Ebsco databases. There are two main ways to get to the databases. The first way is from the Prairie Point Library webpage. Click on Do Research Databases, and there you will find a couple of important things. One is this database passwords button at the top. That's where you click if you forget the passwords that you need to log into the databases. There's different ones for each one. To know which password to use, you look and see what's in red after the name of the database. So here are the links to all the databases, and right there is Ebsco. So that's one way to get to the databases. Another way to get to the databases that you need is if your class has a web guide for the particular unit you're working on. Your teacher will probably post the link to it in your Google Classroom, or you can find it right here on this link on the left-hand side that says Web Guide. For this particular project that we're working on right now, there is a web guide. It's 7th grade Research Persuasive Project. And the databases are here under this second tab. You will find links to the databases here. And once again, the password reminders are linked up at the top. So that's two easy ways to get to the databases. Now that we remember how to get to the databases, let's take a look at some of the features of Ebsco databases. With this search widget, it already has the two main databases that you'll be using checked for you. So when you put your search terms in this box, it will automatically search the two general databases for our building, and that's Mass Ultra School Edition and Middle Search Plus. So let's pretend I'm writing my paper on school lunches. So I just enter my search terms. Remember, you'll need the AEA username and password. Click on that password button if you can't remember what those are. And then it'll take you right to your results. And you can see that for the search term school lunch, there are 1,815 results. So let's start to narrow those down a little bit using the tools built into the database. So for this project, you only want recent materials. So let's take this slider for the old years and slide it to the right until we get to about 2011. And that will narrow it down, our results down to only articles that were published between 2011 and 2016. So in the past 5 years. Scroll down, there's more ways to narrow our search results. You can narrow it down to only articles that are in magazines. Or if you want to use a specific subject heading, you can go to subjects and pick the one you want. So for example, National School Lunch Program. And now you can see our results are down to 14, and that's a little more manageable. Let's click on this first article and look at some of the features within the article. Once you're in an article, there's all kinds of tools for you to use to help understand and cite and remember that information better. Here on the right hand side are tools for citing. That's one you'll use. So if you click on Cite and scroll down to the MLA where it says MLA, here's your citation for you. So if you end up using this article and needing to cite it in your Noodle Tools, this is the citation that you will copy and paste into your Noodle Tools source. You can also save the permalink. This is the link that will bring you right back to this article, so you don't have to search the database again. You're going to want to put that permalink into your Noodle Tools resource as well, or into a Google Doc so that you can easily get back to this article. You can also translate the article. You can click on this button to have it read aloud for you. And over on the left-hand side, if it's available in PDF, you can click on the PDF and it'll bring it up. So if you're planning to print the article, which I don't recommend, but if you want to print it and take it home to read or read it offline, you would want to use the PDF to print. Now let's go back and look at one more feature that's handy in the Ebsco databases. If you'll notice when you go back to your search results, that the Lexile is provided for a lot of the articles. So the Lexile of this article is 1250. If you're finding that the articles you have found are too difficult for you to read, there is a way that you can use Ebsco to focus in on easier to read articles. So let me show you how to do that. Let's go back and do a new search. And I'm going to click on advanced search because the reading level feature is an advanced tool. So I'm going to put in school lunch again, and I'm going to make sure I click full text because I always want full text articles. And then if you scroll down, it gives you information about the two databases and tools that you can use within there. And you can see Lexile reading level is one of them. So let's click on the lowest level for each database and then click search. So now you can see that the articles it found have lower reading levels, Lexiles that are in that 750 to approximately 1,000 range. So those are just a few of the features of Ebsco databases. Spend a little bit of time now exploring some of the other features, exploring your topic, and completing the graphic organizer for this activity.